everybody. Okay, let's hope this screen stays up. I have it kind of finagled. So today is Thursday, December 12th. And I had my meeting with my oncologist today. So here's the gist. My tumors are shrinking on my liver. There's just, it looked to me like there's just a few left. So he said, that's really good. And he said, when he started the appointment, he said, well, I have some good news. And saying it like that would infer that there is bad news, So after we addressed the shrinkage on the CT scan, we looked at my recent CA19-9, which is a tumor marker test. And, sorry, basically, it was at 17, it's now at 98. So you're probably asking, okay, well, your tumors are shrinking. Why are your tumor markers going up? And this will give you further explanation about tumor marker tests and how they are. I kind of lightly touched on the subject after my surgery back. I had the surgery April 2nd, my Whipple, and in June I asked for a tumor marker test and it came back at 4,000, and that surprised me because it was never that high. And when I talked to both my surgeon as well as my oncologist, they both explained to me that any inflammation in your body can cause your tumor markers to go up. So it's not actually cancer, but it's inflammation that's being acknowledged by the tumor marker test. So the fact that my tumors are shrinking on my CT kind of eases the concern a bit from the tumor marker test. He did a whole chest, pelvis, abdomen CT, and there was no growth, there was no new metastases, there was only shrinkage. So as it sits right now, we don't expect that the cancer spread anywhere. But when we had the meeting, I'm sorry, I have to get back to drinking my dandelion root tea because my liver enzymes are elevated. And I have to admit, I've been slacking on taking my milk thistle, on drinking my tea, and between the milk thistle and the tea, it's been keeping my liver, right in line. But also, I haven't been drinking much water. I've been really throwing back a lot of coffee lately. And I drink decaf, so it's not like I drink it for the caffeine. So when he brought up the fact that my tumor markers were at 98 from 17, he didn't talk about how inflammation can cause the tumor markers to go up. So I kind of had to say something at that point, and I did. He's, I'm really concerned about the 98 reading we have on your tumor marker test because we know pancreatic cancer is aggressive. All true. And then I said, well, have you looked at my liver enzymes because they're elevated? And as you and Dr. K explained to me, Dr. K is my surgeon, inflammation can cause that reading to be off a bit. And he agreed. He said yes. He said, and the fact that we have the imaging from the CT that's showing shrinkage, he's not as concerned about the tumor marker test. But he wants to He wants me to repeat the tumor marker test in 2 weeks, which is great because I'm hitting my tea as well as taking my milk thistle and drinking water. I'm just going to lay off coffee for a while, give my liver a chance to, recuperate, get back to normal. It's not crazy out of line. I think when you have a tumor marker reading for when you have the liver enzyme reading, let me find my phone really quick. I will let you know what the range is for the, the tests. I believe it's the ALT. I will confirm in just a sec. But the ALT goes up to 40, and my reading was at 97. And then the AST, hold on, it's loading up. Gotta love slow ass Xfinity Wi-Fi. I'm gonna have to call them and complain. Okay, it's the ALT is the alanine aminotransferase. Don't know if I'm saying that right. Whatevs. My last test, which was in October, was 39. Normal is between 0 and 41. So it was a little, elevated. It was at the high end of normal. But now my ALT is at 70. So the AST, which is the aspartate aminotransferase. The normal, my last test was 41 in October. Standard range is 10 to 40. And on the 10th, it was 97. So that could be, and actually, oh, God, I hate this. Sorry. But you could see on the graph, it's just shot up since October. So I really do, whoa, see, that's, wow, that's funny. Okay, I'll see if I can get it to stay. If it falls, it'll have to be that whatever. But I definitely need to get back on my tea, my water, and my milk thistle. And I'm doing that. So in 2 weeks, he wants me to again check my tumor marker test, as well as do my normal blood work. Even though I'm not on chemo, he asked that I continue to do my blood work every 2 weeks. And yeah, that's what I did before, every other week. So I'll be doing that in 2 weeks. And he scheduled me, or he sent a request to the radiation department because he wants me to do a CT in 2 months, not 3 months. He just wants to make sure that, in fact, my cancer is contained and that it's not losing its shit all over my body somewhere else where we haven't seen, which is possible. But I'm on the Joe Tippens Protocol. I'm taking the Fenbendazole. It's working currently. It's working incredible for me. And I do believe, in God. And I believe God has carried me through all of this and is getting me better. And you guys know I'm not a super religious person, but I do believe in God. Let me think what else. I don't think there was, oh yeah. Let me show you. So I went in to get my port flushed, right? And can you guys, yeah, you can definitely see that. It's bruised and it was bleeding excessively, and it wasn't like the person or the nurse who did it was rough or anything like that. I've had him before. He's really awesome. But this time around, I don't know. I think my body's yeah, we're done with this. But I didn't ask to have my port removed. The conversation actually did not come up. I know they usually, with pancreatic cancer, they want you to keep your port in for 2 years. I'm probably going to do that. once I'm at a point where there's no evidence of cancer, I may ask to have it removed. But you all know I'm not opposed to taking chemo again if it's going to help extend my life. And at that point, I would want a port put in and not go through a vein in my arm. So I'm just being cautious about it. My body's been through so much. I don't want to have it go through a surgery to remove it and then months later have to have it put back in. I just, all of that being put under business is not, it can't be good for the body. So there's that. It's so funny too, before this surgery, my friend, my bestie, my brother, Jose is probably going to check my ass on this, but prior to finding out I had cancer, I was so determined to get plastic surgery. I wanted a tummy tuck, have my boobs put back to where they were when I was in my 20s, even 30s. I'll take 30s. But after the surgery, oh man, I am not a good patient. I have zero patience. I'm working on it. But I don't want to go through another surgery. And then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh man, I wish I could have this fixed and that fixed. So I kind of go back and forth on that, but chances are I'm probably not gonna do another surgery. My poor body, it's just been through it. So I'm just gonna wear the scars of my life and be happy I'm alive. And you all could keep me in check with that, because I'm sure probably another month or so I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I want my boobs lifted, want to get a new butt put in. No, just remind me of the Whipple. What else? I've been decorating the house like crazy. I mean, it's borderline manic. But I really want to make it. I just want to make it super special for my kids, for my family. Christmas Eve, I have dinner here, and I just, this year more than ever, I think I just appreciate life so much more, and I'm getting a bit emotional, but I just want to make it great for my family. I'll say this again. I know I've said it in previous posts. Part of the reason why my liver enzymes are up is because, yes, I have cancer on my liver. All over. All over my liver. Not so much as before, but also to the point, before I start skipping to my own loo again, more to the point, any of the zoles will affect your liver. And what I'm taking is a dog dewormer, and it's called Fenbendazole, and it has an effect on the liver. Thankfully for me, it's not, even with cancer on my liver and not drinking as much water as I should have been, it was elevated, but not, it wasn't over 100. I mean, one was 90. It's getting close, so I need to rein it in and get myself back on track. But even the fenbendazole does affect the liver. Mebendazole, which is the human form of fenbendazole, and is much more expensive, and is the same thing. Sorry about that light switch. It's like I put my TV on pause, so it's kind of filtering through different screens. But yes, there is mebendazole. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Mebendazole, I don't know. The one I take is fenbendazole, which we refer to as Fenben. lots and lots of new videos coming out about it, lots of news reports coming out about it. I believe there are some clinical studies going on right now, because it's picking up so much traction, and a lot more people are finding out about this, and are there are claims that they are curing themselves. You know, I hesitate to say that, because right now, myself, I'm not cured, but my cancer is controlled. And I'll take that. As long as I'm alive and I could see my babies, who are all adults, I'll take that, you know. Yeah, you know, there are people out there that are claiming, oh, it doesn't work, and how could humans take dog medication? Look, I'll take a dog medication all day long if it means I'm going to be alive. And if it has a slight effect on my liver, you know, the dose that we take, for the most part, is so small, it's not going to do any severe damage to the liver unless you have a pre-existing condition or your liver's just super sensitive. And I'm like really shocked, guys, because I'm not an alcoholic, but I used to drink, and I enjoyed drinking. I didn't do it every day, but I partied a lot with my friends, and I thought, ooh, maybe I, you know, kind of hammered my liver a little bit, but I didn't. As long as I'm on the milk thistle and the dandelion root tea, my liver's fine. So, anyway, yes, lots of reports out there saying, oh, you shouldn't do that. And what I'm hearing a lot in the group that I'm in, a lot of Western doctors are against people taking fenbendazole. And I think that honestly breaks my heart. You want to be able to trust that your doctor has your best interest at heart, but when you have a doctor that's like, oh, if you take this, I'm not going to treat you anymore, time to get a new doctor, guys. Honestly, it's working for me, and I know of other people that it's worked for and is currently working for. And Joe Tippens is a walking testament to fenbendazole. So there's that. So yeah, I'm just gonna get back to drinking my tea, drinking my water, taking my supplements. I did Fenben last night because it was Wednesday. I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Other people do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and take 4 days off. I did that because I thought it would keep it in my system longer. And there's no scientific study to that. Again, it's just what I thought is, you know, in my brain. And since it's working, I'm not going to mess with it. Now, would my liver be affected more had I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? I don't know. I think it might, but I don't know for sure. And I won't know until I test it. And I want to first get rid of it. And get rid of it for a few months before I try to alter that. I know I've had a few friends ask me, you know, let's say I'm cured next month. There's no more cancer left. Am I going to stop making videos? No, I'm not. I'm going to continue researching because any smart person knows cancer's a little bugger. It'll try to come back however it can, and if I'm constantly studying things, looking into things, then I'm that much ahead of the game. Oh shoot, I just remembered something I forgot to tell my doctor. So after I had my port flushed, I came home and I haven't had a pancreatic flare. Shit, it's December. I think my last one was before August. I think I'd have to go through my videos to find out when it was. But I had the beginning of two. And that was on Tuesday, and it's Thursday. It scared me. I haven't had a pancreatic flare again for a long time, and it happened right after I got the flush. And then, my brain starts to go on overtime thinking, well, I wonder if they put something in my port that wasn't just saline and heparin. I get heparin to stop my blood from clotting, and saline just to flush the tube. For those of you that didn't watch the other video, there's the port. It has 3 little nubs in a triangular form. I've got the smallest one. It's like the most compact. But you see there's a tube that goes from it right into my jugular. And for those of you who are curious, the moon has just moved into Cancer. Sorry. We do have a full moon coming though. Yeah, there's a little tube and you can feel it. It feels really weird. My friends that, touch my port, they get the heebs. They get the big heebie-jeebies. So yeah, that's the latest update. No, I'm not going to stop my channel. I just think that I need to be smart about it and keep looking at different things that are helping people and sharing that information. Because, cancer is not a one-size-fits-all. There are some people that, with Fenbendazole, there's some people that have started too late where their cancer just got too firm of a foothold. And, unfortunately the Fenben isn't or hasn't worked for them. I'm sure there are some people that it's just not going to work for, and they'll need to find another cure, something to help control it, kill it. And two, I wish I would have found out about Fenben prior to my Whipple, because it's almost like, well, I wish I would have known about the liver mets prior to my Whipple, although if I did, I wouldn't have had the Whipple. But I'm not a doctor. I don't claim to be one at all. But you gotta kind of wonder about things like, there are some cancers that when you mix Fenben with like an oil or a little bit of water to form a paste, there are some cancers that form tumors that come through the skin, and people are putting the Fenben paste on the tumor and it's killing the tumor. So I'm kind of wondering, if it's possible when you're having surgery, if the doctors could find some way to use Fenben specifically for pancreatic cancer patients, if they can turn it into some kind of topical that, when they're in there, because I think it's very common that after you have, when your cancer metastasizes, it goes to the liver or it goes to the stomach. Wouldn't it be awesome that when they go in to do the Whipple, they could have like a topical to put on your liver that would get rid of that cancer? Of course, that would mean that they'd want to cure cancer, And I honestly, because it's such a billion-dollar industry, we all have to wonder, you know, why why aren't they making more efforts, they being Western Western medicine, why aren't they making more efforts to embrace Fenbendazole? Why are so many doctors telling their patients don't take that? And if you get on immunotherapy and or if you get on immunotherapy, you can't take Fenben. Clinical trials I can kind of understand because they want to know if what they're giving you is working. And if you're taking something else, how are they going to know one way or the other if it's working? But if you're on chemo and you go to your doctor and you say, hey, I read about this stuff, I kind of want to try it, and your doctor's like, no. Again, get another doctor. So yeah, I'm off my soapbox now. That's the gist of what's going on. In 2 weeks, I will be going, and less than 2 weeks now, because I had my blood test on Monday, I believe. No, Tuesday when they flushed my port. So not this coming Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, I'll be going in for another blood test. I get the blood test results immediately, meaning my liver enzymes, blah, blah, blah. My tumor marker usually takes 2 or 3 days. 2 days, honestly. So there's that. But I'm expecting to see my tumor markers go down. If they don't, I may request that when they do a CT that they check my brain as well. I don't think it's in my brain, but you know, being in a pancreatic cancer group, you get to see cycles. You know, liver, stomach, and brain. Those are the three that you see a lot of the metastases going to. Bone as well. Oh, and heads up, there was a scientist who cured her glioblastoma with Fenben. Just saying. It's out there. Look it up. Look up Joe Tippens on YouTube. There is a video specifically out there that he talks about that scientist. She actually was injecting mice with cancer, and the mice, I don't remember everything specifically, but I believe the mice got worms, and she gave the mice Fenbendazole to clear them of the worms, and it cured their cancer, and that's how she found out about that. And then later on, she was diagnosed with glioblastoma and cured herself. So it works, guys. And I'm going to keep using it, and I'm going to keep coming back, and hopefully I'll have more and more helpful information. Again, I'm not a doctor. I can't prescribe you anything. I can't tell you, you know, definites. I can just tell you my experience, what I've read, how I'm feeling, you know, and give you suggestions to try, because your life is worth saving. Okay, guys, I am going to drink this. God, it tastes like poop. But I will be back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 weeks, 3 days. I have to wait for that tumor marker test so I can let you know what's going on. Alrighty, if you have any questions, please comment below. Smash that subscribe button. Thank you to all my new subscribers. If you have any questions, please post them. I'll try to get an answer for you as best as I can. I'll let you know what I know, And if not, I could probably try to help at least find somewhere where we can get the answers. So yeah. And if you guys are starting to take Fenben, let me know. Let me know your experience. If you have any questions about, the taking it, what times I take it. I know I've gone over it in previous videos, but I don't have any issues, letting you guys know what I do, what I take. So, thanks, and, ooh, you know what? I don't even know when 2 weeks is. Is it going to be past? Oh, yeah, it'll be, oh, wait, there's Tuesday. Skip that one. Yeah, it'll be after Christmas, so if I don't come back before Christmas, Merry Christmas, you guys. I hope you guys have an excellent holiday, and I hope if you are going through cancer that you get some excellent news for Christmas and that you can look forward to a bright new year. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.